Hey, what's up, everybody? It's me, Sanitary here. If my tone of my voice is a little bit lower, my apologies. Put some headphones on. The acoustics in this house, because it's kind of it is an open concept house that we wanted. That's great, but unfortunately, with the open concept, my voice can travel a little bit more, and I don't want to disturb. My wife's trying to sleep right now. I'm gonna try to go to sleep and hopefully not make this video too long. And most importantly, my baby is sleeping. Thank God. Anyway, I wanted to just fill everyone in what's been going on. I tried to do this video earlier in the day, and luckily I didn't get too far in the video because I was speaking about 30 seconds, and then my baby got all fussy, which I'm gonna get into in a second. So I just axed that video, and I'll just do it right now. So it's about It is 9:36 p.m. July 26th, Friday. It is the end, close to the end of my third week on my medical family FMLA, the Family Medical Leave Act, and I talked about this brief before. If you don't remember, but basically I get 6 weeks of bonding time with my baby, and we get paid. Oh, I get paid for it. Which is good. So I'm going to get the maximum of, I think, over a 6 week period. I'm going to be getting over $7,500. So that's awesome. But anyway, yeah, I'm 3 weeks done pretty much. 3 out of 6 weeks, and it's flown by pretty fast. Initially, I thought the 6 weeks would go a little bit slower, but it's been going like that. My wife's been out since March 15. And she's getting a little antsy, and she's probably going to go back in September, and I'm going to go back in August, I think August 19. But anyway, overall things have been very challenging, rewarding. It's amazing seeing things change with your baby, and you just watch them develop different motor skills and their cognitive abilities and whatnot. But that being said, I've been doing a lot of research and stuff, and I am aware of the 4-month sleep regression. So she's about 3.5 months old right now, and she'll be turning 4 months in August 12th. So it's coming right around the corner. But the one thing that I didn't know about, and it actually is 100% true. It's something called, and I have my laptop here. It's called the Leap 4, Wonder Week's 4th leap. And basically, during this period, and it's typically I have a reference here between weeks 14 and 19 weeks. She's right now on week 14. They have this tremendous leap in cognitive and motor skills, which is great. It's a great sign. But that being said, there's a lot of I want to call them side effects, but symptoms, and I'll just tell you some of them right here. And they pretty much apply to Bree. Trouble sleeping and falling asleep. Sleeps poorly. It's pretty much the same thing. Becomes shy with strangers. Not so much. Demands more attention. May need head supported more. Always wants to be with you 24/7. Loss of appetite a little bit. Moody. Pronounced mood swings tremendously. It's crazy. Quieter, less vocal for a period. I noticed that a few days ago. Listlessness for a period. Wants more physical contact while nursing. Sucks thumb and hands more often. Cries more often. Oh, Jesus. Is cranky or fretful. And it's apparently the worst week. Apparently the worst week will be around week 17. And week 17, I think if I did my math correctly, my wife told me it's going to be 1 week before I go back to work. So I am not looking forward to that. Along with this leap 4 symptoms, the sleep regression, which hasn't happened yet, in which they wake up pretty much every hour. It doesn't happen with every baby, but I need to be prepared for this, or me and my wife need to be prepared for this, and there's not much else you can really do. Before I saw this list, my wife was saying, well, maybe it's this, maybe it's that, maybe it's that. It's like, we're doing the best we can. I truly believe that we're Made a lot of great progress. I'm documenting everything. I'm following a schedule. She's eating every no more 3 hours. She tries to take a nap every 2 hours. We don't use the bottle too much anymore to try to get her to go to sleep. We try to make her soothe herself in the crib. She's sleeping now in the crib. There's just a lot of challenges, and we're doing the best we can, but stuff like this is just something that it's bound to happen with the majority of babies. So I would say between all the Leap 4 symptoms that I talked about right now, that I listed, I think the hardest one is probably her getting really cranky and moody. Prior to the Leap 4, she would cry, obviously, it's very normal for a baby to cry. Hence the term cry baby. That's the only way of communicating. But prior to the Leap 4, she would never do this really crazy, like almost like a growl. It's like, let me see if I could demonstrate. It's kind of like it's like it's like it's scary, and when that occurs, it's like, whoa, your antennas go up and you're like, what's going on? But she's been doing that like constantly, and a lot of times she just wants to be held. One moment she'll just be happy, smiling, and then 1 minute later she'll just be getting just crazy, and the diaper's been changed. She's already had a nap. She's been held. She doesn't have a fever. Everything's checked off, because that's the things that you do when your baby cries, and everything's checked off, and she still will just get crazy. And then prior to the Leap 4, she used to nap a little bit longer. Now, at her stage right now, 3.5 months, she should be napping in terms of total hours, about like 3 hours. And right now, today was the exception, but finally she slept. She had a 1 hour straight nap. But prior to today, she only does 30 to 40 minutes a couple times a day, so she's constantly cranky. And if you have kids, you know that when the babies get cranky, they get restless, and it's just a domino effect. They get restless, they don't want to eat, they need more attention. It just goes on and on. So that's been a big challenge. The other challenge is just the constant attention. Now, of course, obviously, I love having this having this time with my daughter, but I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I mean, when you just, like right now, when she goes to bed, this is just my small window of time that I have to myself, that it's kind of just this peaceful time. But other than that, it's just constant. I mean, this is not even including just doing stuff around the house, doing chores, doing laundry. You can't see, off camera, I got some laundry hanging there, trying to keep the place tidy. Going to the gym, I gotta go tomorrow. I'm gonna wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning, doing these videos, I did some editing for about an hour before this video on a different video that's coming up soon. There's a lot to handle, and I was expecting this type of challenge, but it just gets freaking grueling. It just grinds you. And there are times, I'm not going to sugarcoat it, where I just get very, very frustrated. And I looked at some message boards online, some online boards. I didn't really join them, but I just kind of saw some. And a lot of parents say just you got to hang in there. And usually, mostly by 6 months for sure, you kind of see the light at the end of the tunnel, and they sleep better. They're not as moody. They don't need constant attention. And but it can be hard. And like I said, I'm a little bit tired. Like I said in the past, I'm just very grateful that my wife and I can both be on leave, and her mom is going to help out for a few hours tomorrow just to get some relief. But despite that, and despite having a stable environment for her, despite having a good solid job, despite having my health, it is still hard. So for the single parents out there, and single moms, single dads, I just commend you 110% to the fullest, because this child rearing thing is no freaking joke. But this video is not to be negative, but it's all worth it. When I see my daughter, and she'll kind of just smile, and then she'll like lean her head back and go, ah, and she'll just start smiling, that pure innocence, that age of innocence. That window is so small, and hopefully you'll be along on this channel with me, so we can both watch her grow up, and I'm very excited about that. I want to make sure that that she has a great childhood, because that age of innocence is so short. It's so short, and I just want to make sure, because some of my best memories are when I was in childhood. I don't want to make this video to sound depressing, but you know how as you get older, once that age of innocence is gone, you realize that everything is driven by money, corruption, politics, differing opinions on everything, especially with the advent of social media and just everyone just thinking their opinion matters and just lashing out, and our country being so divided right now. But let's save that for another discussion before this video gets too long, because it's 9:46 p.m. so this video is going to probably like 10 minutes already. So that is pretty much it. I'm just grinding away, still working out. Diet wise, I've been actually doing pretty well, working out well. I've been eating some fun foods, as they say. I have been, but the thing is that I haven't been snacking as much, so my overall portions have been kind of lower. So it goes to show you that you can do some flexible dieting. I'm not directly trying to do flexible dieting, but like today there's a great donut shop, and I've been getting these cravings for donuts lately. Never really had those in high school, but it's a great donut shop by like 1 block away, and I'll go maybe once a week, or I went today a couple times a week, and I always go right before closing time, because then one of the workers there, she'll always give you a couple of extra donut balls or something, or she actually gave me 2 donuts last night for the price of 1. Not best for the abs, but I just gave it to my wife. So I like to enjoy like these little small things. It sounds so simple, but when you're just so busy and you just need that alone time, you value time so much. So that is it. Thanks for watching. The weather's been very hot. I don't know when I'm going to get this video out, hopefully within a day or two, but Saturday, the July 27th, will be 97 degrees, and July 28th, Sunday, will be 95, and we have a birthday party to go to, but luckily it's indoors. If it was outdoors, I think it'd be way too hot. Anyway, that's my time. Thanks for watching. Thanks you for all your support. More content coming. I really appreciate all the support, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye.